Hey y'all, hey, I'm Ashley, and this is for Dizzy Birds. On this channel, we use a zero-based budget, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to actually make savings fun. We have big goals to get out of debt, to get ahead on our bills, and to totally transform how we think about money. If you're ready to take control of your finances one paycheck at a time and maybe have a little fun doing it, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to do a debt binder update, talk about our savings for the week, our month ahead binder, and our emergency fund. So grab your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and let's get to it. Happy Sunday. I'm hoping it's Sunday when we get this up. It is the second week of October, um, by our budget and the way we budget. Second week of October's paychecks. I just got back from Orlando, Florida for my work trip, so I'm a little behind, and I do have to catch you guys up on what happened with spending on the trip and what we're going to be able to do this week. Also, an exciting thing is that our little Finn, is here to join us today. You want to say hi, Finn?
Hi.
You can put your hands out there and say hi. Hi. You're out there. There you go. Hi, Finn. Finn wanted to join. He missed his mama Walla. She was gone on her trip, so he's been close by the majority of the weekend. So yeah, I just got back from Orlando. We were there from Tuesday through Friday, all day yesterday. I pretty much was just recovering from a very long day of travel. Everything went well, no issues with the traveling. It was actually a pretty good trip. I'm got to do a couple of fun things in Orlando, but for the most part, it was the conference that we were there. I didn't really leave the hotel too much. But let's talk about what that looked like in our spending and the result that had on our savings. Oh, and also I can update you on the washing machine debacle, and what that's going to do to the emergency fund. So, lots to update you on. Let's start by looking at our weekly savings plan. As you know, I have my own binder here that I use to track my savings and my expenses. And this page here tells us what we're going to be putting towards sinking funds and savings challenges. So I've got a couple of things here that are typical, always happen. We put a little bit towards our camper payment and our storage, and of course our mandatory $50 towards our emergency fund. And then we have a camping trip coming next week, so we are actually putting quite a bit towards that because it's going to be a bit of an expensive trip. So we are definitely still doing our $50 into emergency fund. We will talk about where our emergency fund is here in just a minute. And if we look over here at our savings challenges, a couple of things has happened as a result of the trip to Orlando. We're still going to do our $30 towards our month ahead binder. We will do that in today's video. And then we have minis and tinies, our normal amount. And then our two new series are s'mores and cozy fall. We're still going to put our 15 and 20 towards that. But as you see here, we have nothing going towards debt binder. Sorry. We won't be putting anything into the debt binder today. Nothing towards our Christmas savings. And that ultimately is because the amount that we ended up spending on the Orlando trip was more than what we planned. And so that money has to come from somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we cover all our spending from Orlando and not put anything towards debt binder and Christmas this week. Now, in the end, our current debt binder snowball has already been taken care of with our first paycheck. So we're not behind. We're not behind on that. We just didn't have anything extra to put this week. Christmas, we are kind of behind on that. So we're going to have to pick that up a notch starting next week. So hopefully our budget works out that way. So what did we do in Orlando? Orlando wasn't crazy. We didn't go to any of the amusement parks or do anything super crazy like that. But there were a lot of Uber trips and a lot of eating out, as you expect, right? I wasn't eating in the hotel room. I was eating out. And when you're out and you're with, others, that you kind of just have to do what's on the agenda. So we did pretty good considering we were there for almost a whole week, but it did uh, cut into what we were able to save this week. The good news is because it was a work trip, I will be reimbursed for a large amount of it, just due to how they reimburse you. So when we get that reimbursement, we will go ahead and make up at least some of the money that we were planning to put here, if that makes sense. Okay, so should we get started with our emergency fund, Finn?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Let me get that binder out. Oh, I know before we start talking about emergency fund, I do want to share with you what is going on with the Halloween watch party. So if you haven't seen, oh, this is upside down. If you haven't seen the Halloween watch party here, this is a wonderful collab. Gosh, why can't I think of who it's from? It's Agape Book Club and Paper Co. This is their Halloween watch party, and all of these creators here are a part of it. So I will read those off. But basically, the idea is you join and you watch 10 videos for each of the creators. So I've been working hard on that and running playlists all week. And last week, what we got here was actually a total of 60 videos. So that was great. And then this week, I'm going to update you on what we got done here. Let me get. So we already watched for Shay's Budgets, My Budget Life, Agape Book Club and Paper Co. Sorry, I don't know why I keep messing that name up today. Spooky Budgets, Precious Budgets 888, and then Bonfire Budgets. And this week we watched Becca Can Budget, Weekly Budgets Co., Busy Bee Budgets, Miss L. Thomas, and I even got over and started on our additional ones that I'm adding in. So got a lot watched while I was traveling and while I was in my hotel room. So we're going to fill in all of these. I love doing watch hours. It feels like a great way to help other creators. It doesn't cost anything to run a playlist and to watch videos. So I think it's great if you want to help others. And, sometimes we don't have it in the budget to buy products or go crazy in an Etsy or a Ko-fi shop, but we can do this and it doesn't cost anything. So, and I got to say, I know some others have been watching my playlists and my watch hours are going up, and that is just amazing. So I just love this community. So helpful. So Finn, how many did we watch this week? If I'm coloring in all of these spooky little eyeballs. So each one is 10. Each row is 10. I've colored in 2 rows so far. I'll help you here. What's 10 plus 10?
20.
Okay. And then we have another 10 here.
30.
30. That's right. And another 10.
So I know. So I just like counted all the rows, and then I just realized there's like 11 tens. So that means it's like 110.
That's right. That 11 tens would be 110. But how many did we watch this week? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So 4 times 10? 10 plus 10
equals 20
plus 10
equals 30, and then 40.
40. And then on our extra page here, we have 2 more budgeting, or bovine budgeting. So if we had 40 plus 10, is that 50? 40 plus 10?
Yep, 50.
Yeah, 50, okay. And then Anne's budget and debt. Another 10. So how many there? 50
60.
plus. That's 60. That's right. 60 videos so far. And then last night we ran the Budgeting Sisters. Budgeting Sisters. So that's 60 plus 10. How much?
70.
70. That's right. We have watched 70 videos. And actually, I've watched quite a few more than 10 for each of these if they had them. So we're not keeping track past that though. So we've watched at least 70 videos this week and loving supporting. So here you might notice that I have some blank spots. Please comment down below if you need watch hours. I need more channels to watch. So Halloween Watch Party, go check that out. You can download that on Agape's Ko-fi. Oh man, I tell you, I think I'm still recovering from the trip. Oh, my brain's just kind of silly today, huh, Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's silly. All right, so let's talk about our emergency fund. As we mentioned on our savings sheet, we are going to go ahead and put $50 in. So we're going to go ahead and do that before we take out the money that we know we're going to spend for the washing machine so far. Can you get me out, Finn, if each one of these is 10, can you get me out 5 rainbow colors over here of any of these? Pick out 5 colors for me, bub. Okay, hand them here. And I'll start coloring while you pick. All right. So if you remember from my last video, we were our last week's videos was talking about how the washing machine died, and we weren't really sure what was wrong with it. It's fairly new. It's one of those high-tech ones, so instead of just going and buying a new one, which sometimes is the better option, here, let's do this. Can you give me the smaller ones in that color? Okay, so that purple's good. Let's do a pink and a yellow in these. See? Okay. So we went ahead and decided to call out the washing machine repair guy. And he has a little tool that he can plug into the washing machine to determine what's actually wrong with it. Thank you. And so we were a little bit nervous about this because, we're working really hard to fund our emergency fund. And unfortunately, with everything that's been going on this month already, we didn't have any additional funds to kind of pull out of the budget. And so, we're going to have to dip into the emergency fund. Yep, we're going to have to dip in the emergency fund. That's no fun. That's sad. But one thing, to reframe was that at least we had the emergency fund, right? It didn't come out of our paycheck in the way that it would have previously had we not been working our emergency fund. So we're glad we have it, even if it means we're going to be pulling from the hard work we're doing here. We're going to be grateful that we have it. So yeah, I'm going to tell you what I know so far. It's still not fixed. We had to have him come out and order a part, and he charges to come out, and then he charges obviously for the part and to fix it. So all in all, I'm not sure the total amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put our 5 in there. Oh, and if you remember from last month, we had this additional $6, and I actually did budget the additional $4 this time to make it 10. So I did remember to do that, pulled that out of our budget so that we can make an additional $10. So we're actually putting 60 in this week. So that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. All right, so we're going to color in our last one here. And we're just going to keep working on this, even though we're about to pull some out of that envelope to cover what we know about the washing machine so far.
So you colored in 8 of them, right?
I colored in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy was already colored in.
Oh.
Yeah. So $60 going into emergency fund. Now, how much are we going to have to pull out for the washing machine? Well, let's go ahead and add in our 60 here, and then we're going to count. Okay, Finny?
Okay.
Sound good?
Sound good.
Sound exciting?
Sound exciting.
Okay. You ready to count? All right. We have 100,
200, 300, 350,
400,
450, and 500, and 550,
Okay, 555, 560, 565, 66,
67, 68, 69,
70. So $570 in our emergency fund. So let's celebrate that. Woo! Okay. All right. Now, what we know so far is the washing machine guy came and he charged us $115 for the service call. So we have to take $115 out. Okay, so we're going to take 100, 5, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $115 so far for our lovely washing machine. Okay, so not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so we're going to set that aside. So we now have 1, 2, 250, 3, 354, 455. So we still have $500 in our lovely emergency fund. I can tell you that he's coming back next week with the part, and so we will have to pull some more out, but that's okay. We have it, and it's not coming out of our expendable money for the month, so that's great, right? That's a win, right? Yeah. Finny, aren't you glad you don't have to pay for washing machines? Yeah. Okay, so with that, we're done with our emergency fund. The next thing we're going to do in our video today is the month ahead binder. And that has become a quick favorite among you all and me too. I love it. I love it. So let's talk about how we do this. First of all, let's put all our markers up. My little assistant here. And I'm going to grab this one. That's the one we use for that. You can put them all back in the right colors. They go here and here and here and here, okay? All right, so we're going to get out our month ahead binder, our lovely month ahead binder. I'll tell you that this product I'm using is mine. It's in my Ko-fi and my Etsy shop. It's a digital download. It comes with lots of options for the different monthly expenses. If you haven't seen our month ahead before, basically we are putting a small amount towards each account each month until we have fully funded. We're going to snowball that amount little by little. Each week we put $30 in. Yep, $30 every week goes towards our month ahead goal. All right, so we have $2 bills and one here. If you want to help Finn, I have a great idea. You can help hand me the bills, okay?
Okay.
So each time we do an envelope, I need 1, 2, and 1, 1. Okay, and how much money is that? If it's a 2 and a 1. $3. That's right. Each envelope's going to get $3. You think you can help me with that?
Yep.
All right. So let's get to it then. Okay. So up first, our very first one is home security. And how exciting is this? Each one of our icons are $3, and you're about to give me $3, right? Give me $3. Okay. All right. $3 going in, and guess what? Guess what? We are coloring in the last one. So you know what this means? This means that this lovely tracker it's fully funded. Woo! All right, so we're going to pull this out here. Double check, make sure we have all the money we're supposed to have. We are trying to get $60 for our home security here. And let's see if we have that. Bless you, goodness. Our allergies here in Oklahoma are terrible right now. 50, 52, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. That is so exciting. We're going to ring the bell for that. You want to ring the bell, Finny?
Yeah.
Woo! We just completed home security. Let me trade this in for a 10, just so that we can keep that condensed down. All right, so a full $60 going into home security. We have officially fully funded our very first category. That is amazing. So what will happen next week is we won't put an additional $3 in this one, and this one will start getting that extra 3. It'll get 6. Yep, that's right.
Because it is $4.
This one's going to get $4, but we're not going to give it $4 each week. You only give me $3 each time. So you give me that 2 and that 1, please.
Yep.
All right. Give me that 2 and that 1. Thank you, sir. And let's count up how much we have. All right, because we are $4. You know what? We're going to move this over here. Can you guys still see that? I think you can. But let me make sure. It's kind of off a little bit, but you can see what's going on. All right, so lawn care is a total of $80 is our goal. Each icon is 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11. Oh, wait. Gosh, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. $18 so far. Okay, let's do this. Let's trade this in for a 10. And this in for a 5. Try to keep these condensed, and we haven't done any condensing yet. Okay, so if each one of these is 4, we should have 4 icons colored in. So that means we get to color in 1 more this week. That's exciting, huh?
Yep.
All right, you getting ready for the next envelope?
Yep.
All right, so another one colored in. Now, you know, in our minis and tinies, we always allocate some of those to month ahead. So at the end of the month, we might give this one a boost. But at the very least, starting next week, this one will get 6. All right, up next is internet. Let's see, we are trying to get to 100 for internet. You want to give me your 3? Thank you, sir. All right, let's count it up and see. And we should have the same amount in here of $18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Sure enough, 18. All right, and we will go ahead and trade all this in for a 10 and a 5. So $18, and if each one is 5, we should have 3 icons colored in. So we don't get to color any new icons in today because we have them colored. Next week we will get to.
Yep.
All right, you got your next $3 ready, sir?
Yep, I do.
Okay, so this will be the same thing. We should have $18 in here. Let's count to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Trade this in for a 10 and a 5.
Yep.
All right. You're getting ready? All right. So we know from the last one that we should have 3 icons colored in because the goal on this one is $100 as well. Yeah. All right. Up next, we have pest control. Also, our goal on this one is 100. Let's get our $3, sir.
I already have them.
Thank you, sir. All right, let's count to make sure we have 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. We are right on track. We'll trade in this for a 10 and a 5. Gosh, we are doing great. Okay, and with that, we should have 3 icons, so we will not color in 1 this week. Put that one away. Okay, up next, we have subscriptions. We have a goal of $100 for this one as well. You got your $3, sir.
Ready.
Ready. All right, let's add these in and let's count. How much should we have?
18.
18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18, right. 1, 2, and 3. We'll trade this in for a 10 and a 5. You're quite a good assistant, buddy. Thank you very much. Yep, you are. Is that what you said? Awesome. Okay. All right. This one will go in. No new icons this week. Okay, up next. Electricity. $180. Okay, we need our $3, sir.
We are ready.
All right, we'll mix that in. There we go. And how much do we have?
18.
18.
2,
4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
$18. That's fantastic. All right.
We're rocking it today.
We are rocking it today. Good job. All right. Okay. So let's see if we can color in the icons here. If we have $18 and each one is 9, that means each icon we could color in one more. We get to color in an icon today. And one step closer to hitting our goal.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Up next is City of OKC. This is our water and our trash service. You got your $3?
Yep.
All right, 2 and 3. Yeah, there you go. How much do we have?
18.
That's right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. Trade this in.
10 and 5.
That's right. And now we have 18, and each icon here is worth 9, so we get to color in an icon today.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So you see, guys, it works $3 per thing, a total of $30 each time you stuff the binder, and it is slow progress, but it is progress, and it really starts to pick up. Yeah.
We're going about to spend all our money.
That's right. We're about to spend all our $30. Okay, so let's add our $3 in, and we are going to count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Right on. Okay, 18. We need to trade this in for what, Finn?
A 10 and a 5.
10 and a 5. Okay. So if we have $18 and each icon is 10, that means we're going to need 20 before we can color in another icon there. And that's okay. Okay, our last category, the big daddy one, is cell phones. $360 a month that we want to put aside for cell phones.
Yep.
Adding our 3, sir. And so let's count.
That's all our money.
That's all our money. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18. $18. Okay, here's the exciting thing. We haven't been able to color in an icon at all because they are 18 each. So does that mean we get to color in one today?
Yes.
That's amazing. We're coloring in our first icon for cell phones. All right, let's go ahead and trade this in so we can keep this nice and condensed so that we don't get our envelopes too thick. Yep. All right. Okay, Finnegan. That means we have finished our month ahead for this week. Okay? All right. So let's close all this up. Yep. And remember, again, we got to celebrate that we fully funded our very first category. And next week, we will put a little bit more towards this one.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So with that, we've finished up our savings update, our debt binder update. Unfortunately, we're not putting anything towards that this week, but we absolutely will get that going back again. And then we did our month ahead binder. So that's it for today's video. Yeah? Finn, do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
No? You got it? Okay. Well, we really appreciate you joining us, hanging out with us today. We love spending time with you. If you haven't already, what should they do?
Make sure to subscribe and bye.
Yeah, make sure and subscribe. Like, give us a comment down below. Remember, if you need watch hours, tell me down below and I'll happily add you to my list. And until our next video, which, by the way, will be our Monday minis, I'll just say, y'all hang in there. Bye.
Bye.